From Universal Studios, Hollywood, the Samuel Goldwyn Company presents American Gladiators. Selected from a nationwide search, 20 men and women have come to Hollywood to challenge our force of American Gladiators for a single honor, to become American Gladiators champions. Now, here are your American Gladiators: Gemini, Lace, Nitro, Gold, Laser, Blaze, Thunder, Ice, Turbo, and Diamond. The host for American Gladiators, Mike Adamley, and his co-host, Larry Zonka.
Welcome to our arena, stage 27 here at Universal Studios, and another round of the American Gladiators where the semifinals are about to begin. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Adamley, along with one of the great power fullbacks in NFL history, number 39 from the Miami Dolphins, Mr. Larry Zonka.
Hey, good night. Good to be here.
Larry, the contenders who remain in our semifinals are all great athletes. They have competed in high school state tournaments. Some have gone to that level at the college level as well, but they have never, ever competed in an arena like this before.
Everyone's eyes are on them. The cooking pot is boiling, the gas is turned up, and they've got to perform.
And the people, of course, turning on that gas are American Gladiators. Let's meet the contenders for this semifinal round.
In our women's semifinal, please welcome back Nina Akai of Hoboken, New Jersey, a painter and sculptor. And her opponent, Deena Telley of Norman, Oklahoma, a microbiologist. In the men's competition, here's Greg Montgomery of San Dimas, California, an internal affairs officer. And his opponent, Craig Branham of Canyon Country, California, a rodeo cowboy.
Nina, semifinal time, and I know the pressure is building, but you just told me earlier that your mindset is completely different prior to the preliminary rounds. You were nervous. Now you're feeling a little relaxed, huh?
Well, when you first see this on TV, it looks pretty easy. They make it look so easy. After the preliminary rounds, I thought, man, whoa, this is infinitely harder than I thought. But then you learn to adjust, so ultimately it becomes a game of adaptability.
Sort of a Darwinian kind of thing, adaptation of the species.
Yeah, survival.
You have survived well, Nina. Congratulations on making it this far. Good luck today. Craig, you said to me earlier that you've proven something to yourself here.
Yeah, Mike, an old adage, I may not be as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
31 and having fun, huh?
That's right, Mike.
Well, you're going to have to be good 7 times today, 7 events, and that's what it's going to take to make it on to the finals. Best of luck to you today. Best of luck to you, Nina. Larry?
Dina, you've competed internationally in rugby. And I know during the course of that time, you've taken some shots. And I know now you've been through, what, 2 or 3 competitions here. How does it compare body-wise afterwards? Are you as beat up, frankly, after one of the events here as perhaps a rugby match?
Well, Larry, I've played with the New Orleans women's rugby team in New Zealand and France and played against the best players in the world and taken quite a few hits, and these girls are making me feel right at home, you know. And after Powerball, I kind of wish I was back on the field.
Well, you're going to get another chance today because I think we're going to kick off with Powerball. Greg? Took a lot of razzing from the LAPD when you first came down, particularly on the assault event. What are they saying to you now that you're in the finals?
They're just starting to believe that I got a chance to win and trying to ask me, can I get a loan or something with the money? But, you know, I'm starting to, it's been tough, and, you know, once you get past 30, the bumps and bruises don't go away as fast as they used to. So I'm kind of glad I had some chance to heal up a little bit, and I'm ready to go today.
Mike and I both know about the bruises after 30. Greg, Dina, good luck today. Mike?
Gladiators stay hungry, contenders stay healthy. Let's get ready to rumble. This is how our competition works on the American Gladiators. Our contenders, 2 men and 2 women, will compete against the Gladiators in 7 very different events. Now, the contenders who amass the most points in those 7 confrontations automatically now advance to the final round. At stake, over $150,000 in cash and prizes and some major league bragging rights back home.
Powerball is our first event of the semifinal round where contenders have 45 seconds to score in any of 4 outer goals worth 2 points each and a center cylinder worth 4 points.
Competing in our men's semifinal is police officer Greg Montgomery. His opponent, the rodeo cowboy Craig Branham, the men's top seed.
And Larry, this should be a very competitive semifinal match, the cowboy versus the cop. Both Craig and Greg have demonstrated themselves to be outstanding all-around athletes. Greg reaching out over Nitro to score first.
Craig with a nice move.
Greg answers right back. Again, Greg passed Nitro.
Craig making that early move and getting right in. There, Craig finally pays the piper, and so does Craig.
Thunder put the hammer down.
Stay down.
Nitro getting a little high on Greg's throat.
Larry, Nitro has definitely lost his composure. Referee Larry Thompson warning Nitro to keep his blows below the head. The match is finally over, but what a match it was.
A very physical match, and our two contenders are feeling the bumps and bruises.
Greg, these Gladiators are bound and determined to throw shutouts at the Contenders. I know that was their mission here. They have the utmost respect for you, but the total between the both of you, 14 points. And that's something special. Not many people do that against the Gladiators.
Well, I kind of got a little fortunate there. Made a couple good moves and scored early. I think that kind of got the dander up because I took a couple shots towards the end.
Body hold up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
6 points. You're in good shape after that match of Powerball. Congratulations. Craig, you scored 8 points, 4 goals, and one of them you really paid the price. Your body was bent in the shape of a pretzel.
Yeah, I felt like a pretzel, man. Thunder gets his head in there, it's all over.
You've been bent, you've been mutilated, you've been spindled, you've been folded. Anything else they can do to you?
Well, I hope they've had their fill today.
Craig, I got bad news for you. This is just the beginning.
I know.
6 more events to go, and we'll have it all as the American Gladiators continues right after this.
And both our contenders paying the price for a high-scoring game of Powerball. But there's plenty of action left on American Gladiators, including Hang Tough. And our wall event, Women's Powerball, is next.
Welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood and more of the American Gladiators. I'm Mike Adamley along with Larry Zonkin. We're ready now for our next event.
The Lady Gladiators are on the floor, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for Women's Powerball.
And one of our semifinalists, our rugby player, Deena Telley, and she told us how that experience might help here.
If they know I play rugby, I don't think that when they look at me, they're going to consider me a threat at all. They may say, well, she's smaller, maybe she's quicker, but we'll just, the first time we hit her, she won't get back up. I don't care if she has played rugby, she's small. Well, you know, I got news for them, you know? And like they said, and this is what we used to say in rugby, is, you know, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Dina. There's plenty of fight to be found in these Gladiators, as well as in your opponent, Nina Akai. Nina told us a little earlier with who she credits for toughening her up in the past.
My brother has always been a role model for me, I suppose, out of sibling rivalry. And he really toughened me up. I had to learn how to fight. He could really kick my butt. And he's pretty proud of me right now that I'm going out and doing something like this.
And like the men's semifinal, this should be very competitive as well. Nina in the blue, Dina in the red. Nina Akai opening up with a spin move. It didn't work against Blaze.
Stay down now. Score.
Dina gets by Blaze there, however, to score first, and the two of them collide.
A head-on collision, kneecap to kneecap.
Battling the Gladiators is tough enough, let alone running into your opponent. Nice move there by Deena Telley. Remember, the goals in the center cylinder are worth 4 points.
This gal can think on her feet.
Nina can as well. She scored there.
Ice doing a layup middle linebacker tackle. There's Nina going down at the hands of Gold.
Tell both contenders running out of steam here at the end, and that is it. But Deena Telley has won it by a count of 6-2.
Good physical play as well as heads-up play. Right here, you're going to see Dina. She sees that center pot is open, makes her move, keeps her wits, and scores the 4-pointer. And that makes the difference.
Nina Akai, however, the recipient of many a double team, she had to fight for her lone goal of this contest right there as Dina won it 6-2. Hang Tough is the next event of this semifinal round, our 60-second confrontation, where a contender attempts to swing from his platform to the Gladiators to earn a possible 10 points. Greg trails Craig coming into this event, and he'll swing first against Nitro. And for our police officer, this is quite a switch from his regular duties.
I'm used to chasing people and trying to catch them, whereas now I'm gonna be the chasee. And I'm looking forward to that simply because I know all of the adrenaline that all the criminals have that they use against me to just flat out fly, and you wonder where this guy got all this speed from. Hopefully that will revert back to me, and plus I don't have to carry all the equipment that I normally carry, so they're gonna have a hard time catching me.
I think Nitro might be out to catch him after that one-on-one confrontation they had back in Powerball.
I'll tell you one thing, Larry, Greg is thinking payback too. Remember what happened to him in the quarterfinals when Laser was disqualified for mugging Greg in midair. Nitro trying to move in for the kill. Greg trying to avoid him, does there.
Oh, he's getting pretty close. Nitro, not quite. Harry's got a hold of him with the legs.
Now working on the head. That's what got Laser disqualified. There's Greg's mom. She's a little worried.
Nitro getting a little rambunctious. He does a good job here of getting his legs around. He has trouble making the arms pull free and goes up a little high on the head. Our referee, Larry Thompson, is with Mike for a decision.
We had a hit to the head with the second arm. Therefore, I'm disqualifying the Gladiator at that point and awarding 5 points to Contender.
So Greg takes the lead over Craig, who told us how his rodeo training might benefit him here.
The training that I've had with the animals is going to help in this competition. And hey, you know, if you can deal with a 2,500-pound bull, I mean, that kind of lessens the fear factor when it comes to Gemini and Nitro and all those guys.
Well, Larry, I'm glad Craig was laughing. I think our Gladiators might resent being compared to animals.
Nitro resents everything out here. He wants to win.
Ready? We know what you meant, Craig. Remember the quarterfinals, the cowboy made it across to the other platform with time to spare.
He uses the same tactic here. It looks like he's going to the outside. Nitro against Greg went right down the middle, is doing the same thing here, but now he's a little unsure. What's the next move?
Well, I think he's waiting for Nitro to make the next move. And then work off of that.
Nitro in a little trouble on one ring, looking to sustain himself at this point. Greg seizing the opportunity and makes some headway towards that platform. Couple of big connections on the rings. He's swinging, he lands on the platform. There's a happy cowboy. He walked right down the outside and picked up 10 points in the process.
I'll tell you what, Craig, you know, you did something different in this event. You were actually skipping rings that time.
Yeah, I try to get as far of a grasp as possible. Gives you more momentum and allows you to hopefully get that move by them.
Perfect two-point landing at the end. Was that a gamble or something that you had worked out in your head that it wasn't that big a risk?
After I made it on the last show, I knew how to let go, and it felt right. So.
That was from about 10 feet away. I bet it felt right. Congratulations, 10 points for Craig Branham in Hang Tough, and Hang Tough he did.
Oh, both men take away points in Hang Tough. But it's Craig's victory that helped him increase his lead after 2 events. Dina holds a slim advantage over Nina in our women's semifinals as they prepare for hang tough. And our leader, Dina, is up first, and she'll swing against Diamond.
And Larry, we should emphasize once again that our contenders don't necessarily have to reach the opposite platform to earn points. If they make it to the center section of rings and hang on without being pulled off, that's worth 5. If they make it to the last section of rings and hang on without being pulled off, that's worth 7 points.
Push off the platform.
Dina needs a little kickstart here.
She's having trouble getting that Harley to run.
Now she's got it.
Straight line right down the middle, and she's getting dangerously close to Diamond.
Dina, beware of those long legs. They've got you now.
Watch your head.
Up.
Watch your head.
Referee Larry Thompson warning Diamond, keep those feet down away from her head.
Diamond now is just going to work on Dina's hands. Let's see how strong Dina is. She can hold on for a couple more seconds. She's got 5 points. Oh, she did it. She did it. Okay, let's go now, Diamond. Wow.
Great job by Dina. You know full well that her arms have to be 1 or 2 inches longer than they were before the event. You can see the clock count down in the background as Diamond uses her weight first on the arms, then on the lower body, trying to pull her off. But she's unsuccessful in the attempt, and Dina picks up 5 points.
Hanging in there under the most dire of circumstances. Well, now it's Nina Akai's turn. I don't think she wants to absorb that kind of punishment.
I don't know anybody that wants to absorb that kind of punishment.
Maybe she can find a safer way past Diamond. Swinging very well here.
Dina seems relaxed and as though she has a strategy in mind. She's working hard across the rings, trying to get to the outside. Diamond's a little perplexed by the fact that Nina's moving so quickly by. Oh, she's a little wide on the platform.
I think Nina a little afraid to let go. She had the 10 points if she would have just released the ring. Decided to go back. Watch it here.
They do a little bump off. Nina comes up quickly right at the end of the platform. Not sure whether she has it. I believe if she'd have just dropped right here, she'd have had it. She goes back to work herself in, and that's when Diamond makes her move. And as a result, Dina increases her lead after 2 events. Still to come on American Gladiators is the Joust, Atlasphere, but up next is the Wall.
We are back at Universal Studios Hollywood, where our semifinal round continues with the Wall. And in this event, our contenders will climb simultaneously in an effort to reach the top of this 32-foot summit. Now, the contender who makes it to the top first earns 10 points. But there's a nasty little kicker here. 10 seconds after our contenders start, 2 gladiators will be following them up, trying to pull them off the wall. Craig leads our men's semifinal coming into this event, and he'll be challenged by Laser, who is always dangerous. Greg, meanwhile, will be followed by Gemini. Country versus city, cop versus cowboy. Craig Branham, the unofficial record holder in this event, at 24 seconds. The Laser's right on his heels.
Kind of lights a fire under Craig as he gets a boost of energy. Shooting for the top, gonna hoist himself up. He's got it. The Cowboy's got 10 points. In the meantime, Craig having a little trouble as Gemini's trying to close in on him. He's gonna go to the inside of the face. One hand just a little shy of the top. Now he's got a grip on it. And he pulls himself up for 5 points.
Craig, I think you might have been able to set a personal best had not Laser grabbed a hold of your toe. You made it to the top in 26 seconds. I think your best is 24.
That's right, Mike. Actually, I don't think that held me up. It was just tough negotiating that corner. He did have my foot, but fortunately, he just didn't have a good enough grab on it. But, hey, when he's after you, you're operating on the fear factor, so I had to be fast or else you're dead meat.
Yeah. Take a look at these puppies, though, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, those are vice grips, folks, real vice grips. And you were a vice grip in terms of determination, Greg. It would have been the easiest thing in the world to quit with Craig already at the top, but certainly the word quit is not in a cop's vocabulary, not in your vocabulary.
No, definitely not. I knew I was going to have to go, and I took that same leap, although afterwards I was kind of lost. I was like, where do I go now? But actually, I kind of like it. When I'm kind of tentative at first, and then when they hit that wall, it's like you make a decision, you know, just go.
You made the right one. Clutch performance. You made it to the top with just 12 seconds remaining, and that earns you 5 points. Greg Montgomery and Craig Branham in the wall.
Couple of tough contenders. For the third time in as many attempts, Craig makes it to the top and now increases his lead after 3 events. There's Nina planning her way to the top in hopes of scoring some points and putting herself back into competition with Dina. After 2 events, Dina holds the lead, and in this event, she'll take on ice.
This is serious.
While Nina will have lace in pursuit of her.
Ready?
Remember, at the end of this rainbow, there's an awful lot of prize money at stake for our 2 contenders as they try to advance to the finals. We're in semifinal round competition. Deena Telley versus Nina Akai. The event, the wall, and right now, Dina with a slight lead.
Dina out in front by less than a length of a head. Neither one of the Gladiators are really a factor at this point. Lead going back and forth as they both get close. Nina's got a grip on it and hoists herself to the top first for 10 points, with Dina right behind her for 5.
Dina and Nina, you made that climb look easy. Dina, you did it in 40 seconds, 2 seconds shy of what Nina accomplished the ascent in, and still very, very impressive.
Well, thank you. I was just trying to get up cleanly and you know, not make any mistakes. I changed the wall a little bit. I learned a good lesson in the second round about looking down to see where they were.
Congratulations. Nina, I know you were very disappointed with yourself and hang tough. You called yourself a chicken for not taking the leap, but no way anybody who climbs this wall the way you did is a chicken. There's no way. That was a great job of it.
Thank you. One thing's for sure, they're definitely making it much more interesting each time around. Now, instead of going straight up, you've got to traverse, you've got to do an S-curve up the way. I like it more and more each time.
Well, Nina, the important thing, you get 10 points, and you narrow the gap on Dina. It's going to be a great semifinal match from here on in.
With her win on the wall, Nina cuts her 9-point deficit to only 4 points after 3 events. Greg needs to do the same in our men's semifinal, and he'll get his next opportunity to do so in the battle of pugil sticks, the Joust. Our men's leader, Craig, is up first. However, he'll have to take on Thunder.
Larry, as good an athlete as Craig is, he hasn't had much luck in this event. And the streak continues. 2 seconds for Mr. Thunder.
Greg had his eye on the attack, tries to get that first lick in, but Thunder counters with a backhand that sends Craig off into Never Never Land.
And Thunder will go to work once again, this time against Greg Montgomery. Thunder may have the best 1-2 punch in the pugil stick business.
We're going to have instant replay of instant replay. The same 1-2 punch. Thunder threw before. He returns the favor for Greg, and Greg goes off meeting the same fate.
Thunder's shutout in the Joust keeps our men's score the same after 4 events. But still to come on the American Gladiators is Atlasphere, Assault. But the women's Joust is next. We are back at Universal Studios Hollywood with more of the American Gladiators. Deena Telley leads Nina Akai in our women's semifinal as the gals are set to do a little hand-to-hand combat in the Joust. Nina is up first, and she draws Blaze.
Blaze immediately going on the attack. Is Nina a little off balance? Nina attacking back. Draws a little rage from Blaze, but she steps across and commits the foul.
Blaze, once again, a little over-aggressive. It disqualifies her, and Nina earns 10 points. And now it's Deena Telley's turn.
On guard.
Same tactic by Blaze. She's wreaking havoc on Dina's head. Got her off balance.
Dina just trying to weather the storm.
Oh, Blaze steps across again. She had the upper hand in both of these battles, but stepped across both times.
Blaze, 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 what is wrong with you? You hit her with some tremendous shots, and you sensed she was going, and you went crazy again.
I brought her back on, right? I could have just finished her off, but she was great, though. She was really great. She was tough to withstand that.
You brought her back on, and then she pulled you over.
Yeah. I don't like her for that.
Well, she'll forgive you, especially since she got 10 points in the event.
Okay.
All right, Blaze.
All right.
Blaze came out swinging, but both our women end up winners. As a result, Dina keeps her lead over Nina after 4 events. And over in our men's semifinal, Craig Branham leads Greg Montgomery as they prepare to load in for Atlasphere.
Look at Greg Montgomery. No doubt he'll liken this event to a high-speed chase in a squad car. Craig Branham from Canyon Country, California. He's done this before and, quite frankly, doesn't like what happens inside those cages.
Spotters, ready!
And for the Gladiators, the big boys, rage in the cage, Gemini and Turbo.
Craig rolls in and settles, picks up the score, and now Craig returns the favor.
Boy, this is trouble down here in the corner. Not likely that either contender will get out.
Other way. Around behind.
Larry Thompson coaching him a little bit, telling him, hey, somebody's got to do something. Craig trying to force his way down along the sideline. Has a shot at the scoring pod. And settles in.
Or does he? Come on, ref, give it to him. There it is. Well, I tell you, Greg and Craig are going to be punch drunk after this one's over.
Got some head knocking in this one.
Well, Greg Montgomery runs out of time before the match is over. So does Craig Branham.
Craig really turning in a fine performance. Got off to a good start after scoring his first goal, and then he seems like he's headed for another. But Turbo says, no way. Gives him a hit from behind and knocks him out of the pod. Craig had an opportunity to score a third time as the clock ran out, but it's Turbo again who provides the pressure.
So the 2 goals give Greg the victory, and after 5 events, he trails Craig by only 9. The women's competition also close, where Deena Telley leads Nina Akai by 4.
Dina and Nina loading into their respective Atlaspheres. They're going to be going up against Diamond
and Gold. I'll tell you what, Larry, Gold has been inside of this Atlasphere so many times, she's starting to rack up frequent flyer miles.
Ready.
I guess that qualifies her for the Gold card.
Gladiators, ready!
She's going to have trouble taking this Atlasphere over to Europe, though, with those miles. With or without that Gold card.
And our 60-second Odyssey is underway. Deena Telley in the red Atlasphere trying to settle in. Nina Akai doing the same. She's credited with a score.
Dina all alone, having an opportunity to roll in a scoring pot and can't get it done as Dina settles in for another score. Now Nina's got it in gear. Where to next? Gold actually knocking Nina into the scoring pot. Oh, Dina very close to a score over on the right of your screen.
Watch out, cameraman. Boy, he got out of there in a hurry.
Come out with a funny imprint on your face if you're not careful.
And Deena Telley ties it up as time expires. Both women score 3 times. 9-9 the final.
Dina scores and then simply outraces Gold to the next pod. Oh, just couldn't get her spear in front of Nina's in time. Dina, on the other hand, had a little easier time of it. She makes the best of a breakaway opportunity against Diamond. And then ties the score with Nina. Dina still holds her 4-point margin over Nina after 5 events. Still to come on American Gladiators is the Eliminator. Our game of assault is next.
We are back, Universal Studios Hollywood. We are ready now for the event called Assault. After 5 events, Craig leads Greg. In this event, of course, each contender has 60 seconds to hit a target using a crossbow, a rocket launcher, a cannon, a pistol, and finally our version of 3 hand grenades. Contender may also earn 4 points by crossing the finish line and completing the course without being hit.
In our men's competition, Greg will be taking aim at our best in assault, Nitro.
Ready?
Boy, and his reputation at the Los Angeles Police Department riding on this event for Greg Montgomery. He better shoot straight or else.
Off to the left and a little low. Nitro not being conservative with the tennis balls. He's laying out quite a barrage. Greg, I saw the look of anticipation, the look of seriousness, your full concentration on your face before this event started. You're trailing in points. It's a very close race. You needed the bullseye, and you got the bullseye, man. 10 points. It was close. We had to review it on tape, but you got it, and that puts you in the lead, and it's been a long time coming.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, I'm trying. I'm still here. Yes, baby.
You're not just here. You're also in the lead right now. The Nitro says he doesn't like it, but he's going to have to live with it. Congratulations.
And Greg will be able to retain his marksman's card. And for the first time in his semifinal matchup, Craig Branham is trailing, but only by a point.
Hollywood Nitro says he's ready. Greg's ready, too. There's a competitor that feeds on the pressure.
Ready?
Oh, he told you about Craig's prowess as a rodeo cowboy. He was also a 2-time All-American in track and field in college.
See what kind of shot he is.
That one was close enough to part Nitro's hair.
Oh, just a little high. Yes! Hollywood Nitro says he doesn't care for that.
He's had enough. The Contenders have nailed him twice. What is going on?
Cowboy, great job. You closed the gap. Greg leaped out in front of you by just a point. You two are neck and neck going into this thing.
Oh, yeah, when Greg, he's hit that bullseye, man, that was fantastic. But I knew I had to score then to keep this thing, keep a little bit of a lead anyway. And I think it's pretty close now, but makes it exciting in the end.
But that eliminator is going to tell the story.
It's the end all.
Well, good luck. It's been fun watching you, Cowboy. You do all kinds of antics coming down through the course. Look like you were riding a bucking bronco.
Yeah, well.
Hang in there.
Thanks, Larry.
So as quickly as Craig lost his lead, he regained it after 6 events. Deena Telley leads Nina Akai by 4 as they get ready to play the game of assault, and they'll be facing Lace.
Dina's up first, still smiling as usual. Better get her game face on because Lace is a crack shot.
And like Nitro, opting to wear the shades.
Ready?
Oh, close shots laid in there already by Lace.
That last one almost unbuckled her chest protector. Again, Dina, the left-handed shot.
Lace filling the entire area with tennis balls.
Tell you what, it makes Dina look a little awkward, but in the past, she's been effective.
Just like the OK Corral. Oh, a shot on the shoulder.
Boy, you lay out that kind of barrage, sooner or later, you're going to connect. And Lace connected there.
Dina moving well through the course, doing a good job of keeping her eye on that tennis cannon. She's doing it right here. Sees the shot coming, but just can't tuck her shoulder in time. Lace catcalling back and forth, trying to intimidate Nina. Dina says, I'm not intimidated, I'm careful. Oh, just a little high.
Patience pays off for Nina Akai. She took her time and made her shot count. Lace went up in a plume of smoke. Nina does the mini victory lap and picks up 7 points in assault and now has taken the lead after 6 events. And Lace, well, I'll get him next time. Who will advance to the finals? We'll find out next in the Eliminator. This semifinal round match has come down to the Eliminator, and here's how things stand between Deena Telley and Nina Akai. Nina leads by 3 points, which means that Dina would have to win this event by 1.5 seconds to move on to the finals. The women have 75 seconds to complete the course. Each second left on the clock, worth 2 points.
Dina in red, Nina in blue as they hit the hand bikes.
Dina the first to cross. Now she's at the cargo net.
Nina's lost some valuable time. Can she make it up on the cargo net?
Remember, Dina needs to win by 1.5 seconds to advance to the finals. She's got that lead right now. Over the hurdle she comes.
And slips right past goal.
She's done it. As Nina finishes up, it's Deena Telley going on to the finals.
The two of you have been classic competitors all show long. It's been a nip and tuck race, absolutely coming right down to the wire. Nina, going into that eliminator, I know you were a little concerned about the bike, the hanging bike.
Yeah, that's been my undoing since I got here. I don't know, I guess the toughest prevail.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've all enjoyed watching you compete. We've all enjoyed being around you. You're a great person. We look forward to seeing great things in the art world come from you.
Thanks a lot.
On the other hand, we got Dina over here. Dina, great job and welcome to the finals.
Well, I'm just so glad that I had the chance to go against her and everybody else here, and I really look forward to the finals. And I'm I'm going to do Nina proud and show her how good I can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for Nina and Dina? And congratulations to Dina going on to our final.
And she's doing so by virtue of her come-from-behind victory in the Eliminator. In the men's competition, Craig with a 6-point lead over Greg Montgomery, which means that Greg needs to win by 3 seconds for him to advance to the finals.
Craig in the blue, Greg in the red. We get set to start the Eliminator.
Ready?
Those men whipping through the hand bike. Oh, Craig takes a shot, goes down. Greg almost does, but manages to hang on.
Remember, that's a 5-second penalty that Craig Branham will be assessed. Now he's got to make that up.
First onto the zip line.
And it appears, Larry, he has. Over the hurdles. What a spectacular time he has going. Thunder stops him, but only momentarily.
Craig with a great effort, but knows he's a little short of the mark.
Greg, you went into this competition, the Eliminator final, needing to win by 3 seconds. You had your shot. Craig fell off the balance beam, and it was there to be had.
Yeah, he fell off. I saw that, and I think actually it made me let up a little bit. I didn't tack the net like I usually do, and I gave him a chance to get back in it, and just came up a little bit short today.
Congratulations. Thanks for being with us. Greg Montgomery. Cowboy, he did push you, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew it was going to be a push, especially when I fell off that beam. Turbo got me by surprise on that and caught me in mid-stride, and I didn't have a chance to leap like I'd hoped to. But, you know, I can never say die. When I saw him up that rope ahead of me, that's it, man. Something kicked in gear, and I was gone.
And the feeling's going to continue. We'll see you later in the finals. Congratulations, Craig Branham.
Our rodeo cowboy lassos himself another victory and lands in the finals.
A salute to our 2 new finalists, Craig Branham and Deena Telley. And here's a preview of some of the action you'll be seeing next week.
Next week, it's semifinal round action as 4 contenders move 1 step closer to becoming American Gladiators champion. Electra Dorsa, James Kiernan, Doran Cumberbatch, and Scott Dieter. Watch as they take aim at Ike, Laser, Gold, Turbo, and the rest of the American Gladiators.